the subtle ways we disrespect each other without realizing it. In my work with couples, one truth keeps resurfacing. Many of us have no idea how our everyday words and tone quietly corrode the love we're trying so hard to protect. It's not always the loud arguments that break trust. Often, it's the quiet digs, the rolling eyes, the sighs of contempt, or the sarcastic comments disguised as humor. These moments seem harmless in isolation, but over time, they leave scars. I've seen couples who can recover from explosive fights because the hurt is visible and therefore easier to acknowledge. But I've also seen others lose trust in slow motion through small, consistent acts of dismissal. A partner who's teased one too many times in public, someone whose opinions are brushed aside with a smirk. The distance grows quietly, almost politely, until connection feels like hard work. It's important to notice the forms of communication that go under the radar. Humiliating or belittling comments, even said jokingly, cut deeper than we think. Mocking tones or sarcastic remarks, often meant to release tension, can instead communicate disdain. And when we twist reality to prove a point or tell our partner they misunderstood, we're not protecting truth, we're protecting our ego. These behaviors might win a momentary victory but cost long-term intimacy. Then there's moralizing, the diagnosing and labeling that masquerade as concern. Calling someone selfish, dramatic, or narcissistic closes the door on understanding. The same goes for blame shifting. I wouldn't yell if you didn't push me, or you make me feel guilty. These statements move accountability out of reach. And perhaps the most subtle of all is when we respond to pain with advice instead of compassion. Why don't you just ignore her? Or it's not that complicated. It sounds rational, but what the other person hears is your feelings don't matter enough to sit with. Communication is not just about words, it's about presence. Before we speak, we have the power and responsibility to pause. The pause is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's the moment between reaction and response where emotional maturity lives. Whether that means stepping away, taking a walk, or using a shared signal that says, I need to cool down, the pause protects both people from saying things they'll later regret. It allows the body to calm, the heart to soften, and empathy to return. The work of love often happens in silence, in the space before the words come out. When we take a breath instead of taking aim, we shift from defending ourselves to protecting the relationship. We all fail at this sometimes. We all speak carelessly, especially when we're tired or afraid. But growth begins when we recognize it and choose differently the next time. It's not perfection that keeps relationships alive, it's awareness. So before the next conversation turns tense, pause, breathe, and remember. The goal is not to win, but to understand. The words you choose can either build safety or erode it. Choose the ones that heal. Be kind, stay self-aware, and always be optimistic.